socialites, it is your girl Nay, the Untamed Socialite. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel today. I will be doing a weekly meal prep VSG edition. So if that is something that you care to watch, then please stay tuned. But first, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Press the notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload a video. Let's just get down into this meal prepping. First, I'm going to start with my breakfast. I usually do a shake for breakfast most days. And the ingredients I have for the shakes are ginger, avocado, green apple, kale, banana, frozen strawberries, and frozen pineapples. You can do fresh strawberries and pineapples if you want to. This makes about 5 shakes. I usually rotate between kale and spinach as my base, and I use a half a banana in each of the shakes. Bananas are high in sugar, natural sugar, but sugar nonetheless, and I like to keep my sugar under a certain amount. And so I have 2 combinations of shakes. I have a kale, pineapple, apple, banana, avocado, and ginger. And then I have a kale, banana, and strawberry. In the kale, banana, and strawberry, I use the California Farms toasted almond milk to blend. And in the kale, apple, pineapple, avocado, ginger, I use about a half a cup of coconut water to blend. So that is breakfast. So let's get down to lunch. I have my salmon here, Old Bay seasoning, sweet smoky rub by Dash of Daisy, barbecue applewood, honey, garlic, pepper, smoked paprika, and good old extra virgin olive oil. I will be making a salmon Waldorf salad. So I season my salmon up. I just layer my seasonings. I usually put my Old Bay down first and my paprika down last. And then I drizzle it with some extra virgin olive oil. The secret to juicy salmon is cooking it on a low heat oven. So the oven is set to 250 and I cook it for about 20 to 25 minutes. And when I tell you all, it is so juicy and so good. Like, look at that salmon. It is absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to stick a fork in it and you're going to see like it's just going to come right up off of the skin, and it's just so tender and just so, oh my gosh, oh, it is so good. And then we're going to put the salad together. So it's a piece of salmon, apples, blueberry crumbles, glazed cranberries and walnuts, or cranberries and glazed walnuts, honey roasted pecan pieces. I do either or. It is this awesome dressing from Aldi. It is their Simply Dressed blueberry balsamic. Oh my God, it is so good. And I use baby spinach and arugula for the base. And it's just a pretty simple salad. This salad will last me for 2 settings. So I eat one in a half hour, like half of it in a half hour, and then I finish the rest. So this is our finished product. It is absolutely delicious. 10 stars, do recommend. The next thing I have for lunch is something that is savory with a hint of sweetness, and it is this bacon and egg salad creation that I made one time during my monthly, and it is delicious. So I put the bacon in the oven on 400. I have 4 boiled eggs, some Truvia, mayonnaise, mustard, and Worcestershire sauce. Yes, guys, Worcestershire sauce is the secret to good egg salad. That is all the seasoning that you will need. You just make your egg salad like regular. You smash the eggs up. These are pretty hot. I usually wait till they cool off. I was in a rush when I was doing this, and I needed to get my food done for the week. So just pretty basic, smashing the eggs. And make sure you smash them up well. I hate egg salad that has like chunks of eggs in them. I do not have like any like hand dicer or blender in my house, so it is very old fashioned. It's very ghetto. Do not recommend. And I'm still smashing these eggs. They are finally at a consistency that I want them, so I put a bit of Truvia in it for some sweetness. You could put relish if that is your thing, but it is not mine. And then I put in the Worcestershire sauce. Don't lose me. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on this. This is the business. It is all the seasoning that you need. I mix it all around so that the salad is pretty coated with the Worcestershire sauce, and I'm still smashing eggs. Then I add some yellow mustard. I do not like spicy mustard in my egg salad. I've tried it. It's horrible. And then some good old mayonnaise. 1.5 tablespoons is actually enough. I feel like I went a little bit overboard with the mayonnaise here. And then you just stir everything together. Trust me, y'all, this is so good. This is like one of my favorite lunches slash like snack. It is high in protein and it is good. So you have to have the smoked Gouda Triscuits, and you lay the Triscuit and then the bacon and the egg salad, and voila, it is magically delicious. Okay, so let's get down to dinner. I'm going to be making some shepherd's pie. I have my ground lamb, an onion, frozen peas and carrots, Trader Joe's frozen mashed cauliflower, grated Parmesan cheese, heavy cream, some mild cheddar cheese shreds, Worcestershire sauce, dash of Daisy garlicky onion herb seasoning, dash of Daisy salt and pepper blend, and then she has a new seasoning called all of the herbs that I've never used but very curious about, so I'm going to use this as a topper for the shepherd's pie. And I'm going to chop an onion up. I am not a chef. I did the best I could. I made it work for me, so there's that. And in a pan with oil, I'm going to saute the onions until they are translucent. And then once they are translucent, I'll set the onion aside and add some more olive oil and add the meat to the pan and begin to let the meat brown. I will chop up the meat as it is browning so that I don't have big hunks of meat in my shepherd's pie. Let me know in the comments below if you are a person who seasons your meat while it's cooking or you wait until it's finished cooking to season it. I was taught to season my meat while it is still a bit raw so that the seasoning really gets into the meat and the flavors are absorbed as it cooks. While I'm browning the meat, I'm going to cook the mashed cauliflower. You really just put it in a pot, you add a little bit of water, and you just let it go. Then I'm going to add the onions back, the frozen peas and carrots, season a little bit more, add some Worcestershire sauce, and let all of those cook together. I sometimes use tomato sauce. I didn't have any, so I used some diced tomatoes. And then I added some heavy cream and the grated Parmesan cheese to the cauliflower mash. Everything is cooked, and now it is ready to be put together in a casserole dish, or you can use a foil pan. You can even use muffin pans and make like mini shepherd's pie. So I just put the lamb mixture down first and kind of like evening it out so it's even all across the bottom, so that when you cut it, you get a good ratio of meat to cauliflower mash. And then I'm going to add the cauliflower mash on top. And this is a lot of servings. Like if Sean is home, we'll still have like we'll have like a quarter left of the pan to freeze. If it's just me, I don't even eat half of the pan by myself. So we just spread out the cauliflower mash and just make sure that it is even and pretty. And then I'm putting the shredded cheese on top like so, so that it will melt evenly and give it like that nice golden brown top. And then the all of the herb seasoning, I put it in on 350 and then I turned it up a bit. I let it cook for about 25 minutes and voila, look at this beauty go. So next up, I'm making ground turkey sausage stuffed peppers. I have the Good and Gather ground turkey. I have some minced garlic. I have some assorted bell peppers, some tomato and basil sauce. I have some kale, spinach, and light mozzarella cheese. I usually make this with just regular ground turkey, and I really love this sausage. So I wanted to see what it would taste like with this sausage. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to first set my oven to 350 so that I can cook the peppers before stuffing them. And the reason why you do this, in case you don't know, is so that you can get all of the moisture out of the peppers. So I cut the top of the peppers off. I take the seeds out. I put some olive oil in them and I poke holes in them so as the moisture is coming out, that it's able to just seep through the pan so I don't have to like actually pour it out of the peppers. And then I'm going to chop up the onions for the mixture. I'm going to put some olive oil in a pan so that I can brown the ground turkey sausage. And again, this is my first time trying it with turkey sausage, but it is, I already know because I've had it, so it is definitely by the time I'm doing this voiceover, I've had it already, and it is definitely my new recipe. So just getting all the turkey sausage out of the pack. And this was already seasoned. I did not need to add any seasoning to it, although you will see I am going to season the sauce, but I did not need to season the meat because it already has its own flavor. And I'm going to break it up just like I did with the ground lamb, so that it can break up evenly. And then in another pan, I'm going to begin to saute my vegetables for the sauce. So I'm going to put in, of course, some olive oil. And then I'm going to add my onion. I'm going to add some minced garlic in next. I usually like to cook with fresh garlic, but I honestly was just not in the mood to like peel the garlic and chop it and do all of that. So I just went to what was quicker. And that was a jar of minced garlic. So I'm going to cook that together. And then I'm going to add in the little bit of kale that I had left from the shakes so that no vegetable gets left behind. And I'm going to let that all saute together a bit. I'm really working on getting my vegetables in, which is why I'm putting vegetables in the stuffed peppers so that I can get my protein and vegetables in the same setting instead of like eating a meat and then eating the vegetable on the side, because oftentimes by the time I'm done said meat, then I really don't have room for the vegetables. And then I'm just adding the spinach to the top. The cauliflower, the kale takes a bit longer to cook all the way through, so that's why I cooked it first. And then my idea was that the spinach actually makes the pan moist so it would all cook together, and it kind of happened that way. I'm going to check on my ground turkey and I'm still chopping it. I think the next time I do it, I'm going to slice it while it's still in the pack and then like unroll it in the pack, and then it'll be easier for me to chop it up as it browns, because as you can see, it's kind of like sticking together, which is no problem because I end up getting it chopped a lot. It's just taking some handwork on my end. And as you can see, the vegetables cook down lovely. And then I'm going to add in the marinara sauce. I'm going to drain the meat and then add the meat in and kind of let everything simmer together for a bit so that the flavors can mix together and all of the things. I added some of the salt and pepper blend, and I really didn't need to. I should have tasted it before, and I definitely shouldn't have added that much of it to it. And then I added the garlicky onion herb. I would have still added the garlicky onion herb, but I would have nixed the salt. So I'll do that the next time. And I'm not sure if you can really see, but there is water. Yeah, you can see it. There is water in the peppers. So I'm going to drain those out. They kind of pulled in the peppers, although I did poke holes in them. And then I'm going to add some cheese first, add the meat and sauce mixture, and then add some cheese on top. And I had some mixture left over that I put in the freezer. I'm going to cook this on 375 for about 25 minutes or until the cheese is golden brown. This was absolutely delicious, and I'm able to eat about one pepper, but in 2 sittings. But this was delicious, and I will be adding it to my weekly meal prep rotation. This also brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoy watching this video. I will be doing more of these. I am 1 year post-op and I'm 95 pounds down. And this is truly how I eat in a week. Again, thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Smooches. Bye.